Hello, can everybody see me? All right, we are talking about NPTE results just came out. So for those of you who just took the January 2026 NPTE, you guys should be able to log into your FSBBT portal and see your results. I'm wearing this because Louis was hanging out with me and now he left, which is my cat. But here's the thing, guys. I am here to help. So regardless of whatever happened on exam day, whether it be that you passed, I want to celebrate with you. I want to, cheer you on and be like, let's go. If you didn't pass, I want to just let you know that I'm here to help. So you can always message me and send the word strategy. If you're on YouTube, just go to my website and go to the contact and book a call. But if you're watching this on Instagram or something, you can always just go to my link in bio and book a call with me. You can always DM me the word strategy. If you're on TikTok, it's a little weird when you try to DM somebody on here and it pops up as a link. So just go to my link in bio. There's literally a thing that says book a call with Dr. Bree. Just do that. But congratulations to all of you who did pass. I do like to hear about those of you who passed. If you see me looking to the right here, it's because I have TikTok over here because of the ring light. But I'm really just excited to see all of you guys who passed because here's the thing. You did it. It sucked and you survived and now you get to be my colleague, which is so exciting. So I'm really excited for all of you guys who have made it to the other side. But for those of you who didn't pass, we have a masterclass webinar coming up on the 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be going over how to approach this next test. I'm kind of switching my talking points. Instead of decreasing exam anxiety, I think it's best to think about it as we're increasing exam confidence. Because here's the thing, anxiety is such a clinical kind of thing that you really have to it's treated by our mental health professionals and our psychology friends. But when it comes to improving your confidence, you don't need a degree for that. You don't need a special certification or anything to do that. I can coach you with that. So that's kind of what I'm doing with our masterclass that we're going to be hosting on the 25th. If you can't make it live, still sign up for it. You'll be able to get it on replay. So you'll have access to that. But again, if anybody has any questions, let me know. And if you pass, let me know. I want to know and I want to celebrate with you guys. So, yes. Oops. Thank you. You were such a huge help. You're welcome, Monkey Alita. I appreciate your kind words, truly. And for those of you who are looking for resources, I have tons of free resources out there. Obviously, I do have prep courses. I have two. I have a coaching program and my 600 plus system. If you want to be in coaching, that's my highest tier level. Those are students that have failed multiple attempts, or maybe they're on their first attempt and they want to make sure they get the biggest bang for their buck kind of thing. Those are the students who end up in my coaching program. But for my 600 plus system, that's what the majority of students join. I only take 20 students each time the exam is offered because I'm really trying to make sure I give everybody individualized attention so they can, feel cared for and make sure that they are helped through that attempt. So if that's something you guys are interested in, you can learn about this all on my website. If you go to resources on there, you can see the different courses. If you're on YouTube, I have a whole playlist of people called the Inspire series. Those are all students who've taken the exam and they've worked with me by taking the test either in one of my courses. And a lot of those students have been through a lot of different things. Some of them, they've spent years not being in school, decades almost. Some of them, they left PTA and then came back after they had a family. Other students, they're on their sixth attempt and it's just been a lot for them. There's just been a lot going on with so many different students. And really, if you feel like you're alone, there's somebody who's been through this just the same as you have. If you feel like you're I'm the only person who was in the military and I'm trying to get back into civilian life and take this test, I got a couple of students who've been through that as well. It just helps you realize you're not alone and somebody who's been in your position has accomplished this before, so you can feel more confident. And that's the biggest thing. I want students to realize that you're not alone. This exam does suck, but you have support And I want to make sure you guys all understand, whether you're a client or not, I want you to understand that as long as there is a PTA test to be taken, I will continue to make content for this. The only way I won't make content is if I'm like in the hospital and I can't move. I will continue to make content for all of this. I want you guys to be sure that I will also continue to put out free content for you guys. I don't think I've posted a YouTube video in a hot minute. That's because I've been working on something that I'm really excited to share with you guys, and I can't share it yet. But if you come to my masterclass, I will share it there. I'm really bad at keeping secrets. I'm so bad at keeping secrets. I can't believe I've kept this a secret from the public. Like, I seriously can't believe I've been doing that. My students know what it is. But yeah, it's crazy. I plan on being on that list next year. Thank you for everything you do for us. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so proud of you for continuing to, push forward despite everything that's been going on. Wow, there's a lot of people on here right now. Is this a good time to go live on like a Tuesday night at like 8 p.m.? Because I'll do that. I'm not consistent, but is this like a good time, or is just everyone looming on the internet? Like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, there's a lot of people. Damn. Okay. Hello, everyone. Woo. Welcome. Looking on Instagram. My friend just passed his board exam. That's awesome. Tell your friend I said it. Congratulations. It is a huge accomplishment to get over that hump and pass the board exam. Cash Robert says hi. This person says Jackson Mayhew. Okay. And this person says hello. And this other person says hello with smiley faces. Arlene says, thank you so much for your videos and always connecting topics to something easier to remember. I passed my exam. You're welcome, Arlene. Thank you so much for using my resources and supporting me. I really appreciate each and every one of you who trusts me to teach you guys, because it's a lot to just show up and teach you guys stuff. Like, hopefully I'm teaching the right things. Seems like I still am. So I appreciate that and everything you do. Thank you so much. I passed my test. You were a good help, truly. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, it is Cash Robert. Hello. Hi. You're welcome. I'm so happy that I was able to help you. And thank you for recommending my resources to people. I appreciate it. One says hello from Russia. Hi, Russia. How are you guys doing? Thank you for everything. Do you do elevation for PT program? Do I have a prep course for physical therapists? I do not currently. I have had students who are physical therapist students who use my resources on YouTube. It was funny. I actually worked with a girl, and she was like, it's Emily. She's gonna be following me. She almost sounded like she's like, I was like, girl, I'm blowing up your feet tonight, aren't you, with all my stuff? But she said she used a lot of my resources to help her when she was studying, just like the free stuff on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all of that stuff. So I don't have a formal program yet. However, I do have a bunch of coworkers who are going through PT school right now. They just started their program today. So I'm thinking of working with them as like a beta program to create something for physical therapists, specifically for PTAs that went back to PT school, because it's a little bit different. However, it's kind of similar, but obviously there's a lot of PT students that find my stuff valuable. I've had many PT students reach out to me over the years. I just don't have a formal program set up. But as someone who's done the PTA exam and the PT exam, obviously I could coach for both. I just don't have a formal program set up. Hold on, some people said something. Yes, it's Apple user 935932087. I know you commented on my video earlier. Yeah, I've seen you comment on a bunch of stuff, and I see you like my videos all the time. So when you say I watched all your videos and I watched every single one pass, like I know you're not lying. So I appreciate your support, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Emily Farrell says, thank you for your videos. I passed after watching all the NPTE prep videos on your YouTube channel and listening to the podcasts. You're welcome, Emily. I'm glad you consumed my content. I'm glad it helped you pass. Truly, truly I am. And now you can go be a clinician and actually treat patients, the things that we actually went to school for. Like, nobody feels like they went to school to take a test. Like, everyone's like, I want to just pass, be done. Excellent. I'm sorry I keep turning out of the frame on here. It's TikTok is here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all of you guys who have been using my content. I put out so much free stuff because I understand that the financial commitment to join a prep course is a lot. And my prep courses are priced pretty high, but that's so then I actually have the time and the energy to continue to provide for as many people as possible while also giving those individual students the help that they need, truly. So it's a big thing. But I am happy and proud to continue to do it and continue to help people because this exam is not fun, but we have to get through it to treat patients and do what we actually want to do. But as I said before, as long as there's a test, I will keep helping you guys out. But I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you guys on the 25th at my masterclass webinar. We'll be basically helping students prepare for the April test, getting ready, making sure that you're not doing anything crazy, that everything makes sense. Sorry, I got a weird message from my insurance company. But it was just giving me a tax form for 2025. So, good to know. Glad I have that. Okay. I was just like worried that it was something bad. Sorry, everybody. All right, continuing on. All right. Hello, Mike. I've seen you everywhere tonight, but like in a good way. Glad to hear that you passed, man. I'm proud of you. I know it was a journey. It was definitely a journey, but yeah, Mike was someone, he wasn't even in any of my courses, like, but I know he benefited a lot. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, even just using my free stuff, you can get a lot out of it. It's really what you make about it. Honestly, with anything. I mean, you could pay for like personal training, and it's really what you make of it. It's, are you going to show up for stuff? Are you going to give 100%? Are you going to make sure you're also taking care of your recovery and nutrition outside of your training? Like, what are you going to do? And then you also could just follow somebody's free content on YouTube and find some free workout plan that you created through ChatGPT and execute on it. It's really just about your ability to execute on what you like towards the goal that you want to accomplish. That's really what it comes down to. Because you can pay somebody all the money in the world, but if you're not committed and you're not ready to make a change, or not even like a change, just like, well, I guess you have to change to become the person you want to become, who's different than who you are now. I guess it's getting a little philosophical, but you guys can do this. I believe in you guys. Oh, we have another message. I passed my PTA exam today. I want to go for PT now. Thank you for all your videos. Looking forward to PT videos. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, sometimes I want to like put out like a PT video, but there's so much stuff that is PTA related that is on the PT exam. Like, I will be honest, when I went and took my PT exam, I feel like there's only like maybe 15 to 20% new information that I would have needed to learn. Not even like new. It's more like, can you select appropriate outcome measures, discharge planning, a differential diagnosis, which is like the same as identifying like symptoms in a given pathology. Like, it's not that much different. Talking to different members of healthcare professionals, who to refer to, different imaging the patient might be experienced. Like, there's some nuanced stuff that's different on the PT test. Is really the PT test is like, can you evaluate and examine a patient? The PTA test is, can you treat the patient? That's really like what it comes down to. A lot more red flag diagnoses on the PT exam, respectfully so. Management of a PTA, and if you're going to have technicians, like a lot of that stuff just some more nuanced things, but it's not like it's anything that you haven't heard of. Like everything I'm explaining is things that you've heard of before. It's just like how they're going to ask the questions about it. Like would they rather you select like the 10-meter walk test versus the 6-minute walk test? Like what are we doing? So just a little bit different, but yeah, I might make some stuff. Hi, thank you for carrying us through the stressful time. Yeah, the wait between the NPT and the results is horrible, and it is very stressful. So don't worry if you crashed out like multiple times throughout the week. It's okay. Very normal. Thank you. It's been a hell of a journey. Yeah, man. It has been. But you did it. I had no doubt. Christina says she passed. Excellent, girlfriend. Let's go. The free online PTA elevations and complete dedication was the key. Yeah, it really comes down to, are you ready to bust your ass and work for it? Like, that's really what it comes down to. PT final exam course was pretty much DPT material for the most part. Yeah, so PT final exam is a great resource to use. I used it for both my PTA exam studying and for my PT exam studying, not like the actual course, but like the podcasts and stuff that they release. But when it comes to the material that they do talk about, it is geared towards physical therapists, which I tell students when you go into these courses, just put on your PTA filter glasses. That's about it. And it's perfectly fine because it's not like they're teaching you anything wrong. Just sometimes it is a little bit more advanced than, it's not so much advanced, just a little bit different. Like, for example, like the outcome measures or selection of appropriate special tests, like that's definitely PT related. They'll teach you that in the PTA courses. And it's not like it's bad for you to know that. Just don't feel like you're stupid if you don't understand those sort of things because it's not within your scope. So that's why I tell people they're a really good resource. They help people out. I mean, I have a lot of students in my courses that end up taking their practice exams as a resource when they start running out of practice exams. So I think that they, like, Will Crane knows what he's doing and everything. But it's specialized towards PTs, and I don't think that they can deny that. I just don't want students to feel dumb if they don't understand the material because they're a PTA and it's just kind of adjacent to what they need to know as a PTA. So makes sense. You're not crazy for thinking that. Congrats to all of you. I'm taking my exam in July. That's awesome, man. Hey, if you want to, you can come to our masterclass on the 25th, 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you sign up, link in bio and everything, like go to the website. It's right there in the resources. But if you're taking it later, come hang out with us. For literally anybody taking it later at any time. This brings me to a good point. I don't know, is anybody else on here taking it in July? Like they're going to graduate in May and then take it in July? Because if you're in that situation, make sure you get started earlier rather than later. Because here's the problem. A lot of people, they'll be like, oh, I graduate mid-May. And then it's like 6 weeks before their test. And then they're like, oh, shit, it's 6 weeks before my test. And then they panic and they try to consume all the resources. And then they come up short on the test because they just didn't have enough time. So if you are taking the July exam, I suggest getting your studying started earlier rather than later, starting a formal concrete study plan about like 12 weeks out. So like 3 months before the test is going to be good where you're like actually scheduling a practice exams and going through the material. So, but yeah, welcome aboard. Look at the videos, hang out with us. You're in the right place. Getting started earlier is better than getting started later. Rather be too early than too late. I really don't think when it comes to board sitting, there's any such thing as too early. Like I started studying for my boards about a year before I took it. I would sit in the sauna and listen to a podcast over the speaker. It was the NPTE. Oh shit! It's by Jimmy McKay. NPTE StudyCast. I was like, it's not Clinical Files. That's Kyle Rice's. NPTE Clinical Files with Kyle Rice, who's of the PT Hustle. Amazing. Definitely check him out. But it was the NPTE StudyCast, which definitely 100% was geared towards PTs. I should have found Kyle's podcast, but it got me kind of inspired to make these sort of videos for you guys where I would break down a topic. I felt like they were more clinical about it versus book about it, but oh man. And then I got interviewed by somebody from Jimmy's team. So Jimmy, if you're out there, I want to be on your podcast. I feel like we would have a great time. So, like I want to talk to him. Maybe I can just message him. I can do that. But yeah, he's a great guy. But there's so many good podcasts out there. The important thing is when you are listening to the ones that are geared towards PTs, because there's another PTA one out there, I think. I don't think they post as much, but it's definitely out there. Man, what is the name? It's on my list. I have to find it. Man, I feel bad. I'm not shouting these people out, and they put content out there. But the important thing is just putting on your PTA filter glasses so then you don't get confused with the PT material. Your videos helped so much. Thank you, Bree. You're welcome. I'm so glad that they were helpful. It means a lot when you guys tell me how much this stuff means, because I've really just been putting this stuff out there. I started PTA Elevation almost 5 years ago. This will be PTA Elevation's 5th birthday coming up in September officially. So I took my PTA exam. Actually, 5 years ago today, I got my NPTE results and found out I passed as a PTA. Wow. 5 years. I'm sorry, guys. Is this just all hitting me at once right now? I know I'm not trying to get like sappy or anything, but damn. Holy shit. You know when people ask you, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Holy fuck. Like 5 years ago, would I have imagined I'm in this position right now? I wouldn't. I wouldn't have, but hell, shit, I did it. That's awesome. Just taking a moment of reflection. It's thanks to you guys. Like, if you guys didn't like my content, obviously you guys do support me monetarily. I'm able to work from home most of the time instead of being in the clinic all the time. I work in the clinic about twice a week, though, because I want to keep my clinical skills up, so I don't seem like I'm somebody who's like out of touch with the clinic. Damn. Yeah. Shit, I'm proud of where I'm at. And I have less than $25,000 in student loan debt. That's what I'm both proud of. Hell yeah. Let's go. And then last year, around this time, so at the end of the month is when I took my PT exam. So on February 4th will be 1 year since I got licensed as a PT. Damn. Look at that. We out here, guys. We out here. But I'm appreciative of every single one of you guys. I don't take it lightly that you guys have trusted me enough to be able to support me monetarily to be able to do this like pretty much full time. Like if I wanted to, I could do this full time. But I like the clinic too. I like actually work with the patients. Like that's what I went to school for. But I really appreciate the education side of things as well. Damn, that was a good moment to reflect on that. Forever Butterfly on Instagram says, use her YouTube videos. They are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, I will keep making the YouTube videos. Just want to say thank you. Oh, yeah, JT's back. JT, I remember you. I'm glad that you're working. Let me know what setting you're working in. I remember you were writing me all panicked, and then you passed. So I remember you guys. I would talk to you guys while I was walking around the neighborhoods. It was warm then. Listening to your videos on my flight tomorrow. Hey, I feel like when I listen to audiobooks or like podcasts on a flight, I always fall asleep. So don't feel bad if you fall asleep. like I feel like just the whoosh of like the plane. I'm like, oh man, I haven't been on a plane in a little bit. I used to fly like every other weekend. Whew, not doing that anymore. Although I'm kind of glad. Airports kind of get you sick, but I do have like the traveler credit card, so I get into lounges, so that's nice. Glad I used that. Though really good for points back. I passed on my actually Duncan said I passed on my second attempt. Tears shed for sure. That's awesome, girl. I remember when you wrote me after your first attempt, so I'm really happy to hear that you passed. It's a journey. It's a journey. But yes, January boards alum. Yes, I've taken the January board twice. So I took it for PTA and for PT. So I know how much it sucks when it's the holidays and then you get slammed with, here's an exam that's like almost 200 questions. So yeah, that's a whole thing. Thank you. I passed. I watched all your videos. Congratulations, Pam. I'm so glad to hear that. My videos have definitely been binge watched a lot. That's for sure. The whole playlist. Alrighty. Thank you so much. I passed. Are we able to check our score? So you can check your score if you pay like $90. Or you can wait until Wednesday of next week, which is what, the 21st? Or you can wait till the 21st at midnight and you'll be given your score for free. So I would wait. If you want to throw away $90, I still have those student loans that I mentioned. That's what I've been telling everybody. So, yeah, I'd rather wait. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Just wait. That's the best thing. Just wait. It's better that way. No need, especially if you passed. Like, don't buy it. If you didn't pass, and you really genuinely thought that you did pass, then I would buy the score report. But you can always message me first about your situation and be like, should I buy it or not? Oh yeah, I remember people, like, if like I see a detail about them, like I know you wrote me and you were panicking, but yeah, I do remember you saying that you wanted to go into acute care and you liked your inpatient internship. So that's awesome though, working at acute care trauma one hospital in Orlando. I'm sure you see a lot of TBIs and amputations and whatnot, car accidents, spinal cord injuries, lots of things going on, but that's awesome. I'm really glad you enjoy it. I mean, yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I am not an acute care girly. I am outpatient for life. Acute care scares me. Like one of my like very bestest friends, she's like acute care for life. And I'm like, I can't do it. But it's kind of funny because then we complement each other in that sort of way. But yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Again, like if you didn't pass, I got you. You can DM me the word strategy. I can, help you out with all of that and get you back on track. Obviously, no cost to just talk to me, of course. I just want to make sure everybody gets taken care of. And yeah, just want to make sure everybody gets across the finish line because this exam sucks. Oh, good. Dr. Shea passed. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm so happy to hear that. Did you end up taking... So you did you take the PTA test then first? Because I see your PT thing. I'm just curious. I feel like we had talked previously and I couldn't remember if you were just going to take the one first and then do the other later. Because I know some people do that. But I'm happy to hear that you passed. That's the most important part. The test is up. The test. Okay, you took the PTA one first. You're going to take the PT one later. Makes sense. Some physical therapy students do that. They'll take the PTA one first so then they can get started with their career, and then they'll take the PT one later, especially if they are doing any sort of like credentialing or like stuff like that. It's a whole process. It's good to get a win under your belt though. Sorry. It's good to get a win under your belt though. That's what I was meaning to say. Man, it's past 9:00. It's my bedtime. Oh no, it's my bedtime. But yeah, anybody else have any other questions? I don't think anybody really asked too many questions. I think I just yapped. I don't know. Do you guys like my yaps? I just yap a lot. It's fun. It's more exciting in that way. All right, everybody. Well, again, if anything ever happened that wasn't good, aka you didn't pass the test, I'm here to help in many different ways. So just let me know. And I'm here to help you. Anything from you potentially joining one of my courses to just simply coming in on a live every once in a while. I'm here to help. I'm here to support. This exam is a lot. Whew, this exam is a lot. But you can get over the hump, and I will never, ever tell one of you guys that you can't pass this. I will never tell any of you guys to give up. I just won't. I just won't. I will not be telling you guys to give up. I want to make sure that you guys know that the only way you don't become a PTA is if you quit. If you want to go have a pity party right now, since if you didn't pass, that's 100% valid. You can, you got to feel your feels. You got to process it. You can't just jump straight back into studying if you didn't pass. You got to give yourself like, got to feel it. Because if you don't, you're never going to process those emotions of, grief and everything. And I'm not saying like sit there and wallow for like weeks on end. Even if it's like 20 minutes of just reflecting and feeling like I'm pissed about this. This sucks. Like you have to take that time to do that. It's just good for processing. Even if you feel like you talk in circles for a while about it, you'll eventually come to a conclusion and you'll be fine. So it'll all be good. It'll all be good. Just came to say thanks. Thank you mostly. Your videos were so helpful. I'm so glad that you found them very, beneficial for you with your studying. I really am. I'm sorry I'm not animated anymore. I'm getting really sleepy. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I mean, I don't take it lightly that there's a bunch of people on the internet that will listen to me talk for hours on end. I feel like you have to be a very special person and have a certain, authority, charisma, and, caring kind of vibe about you for people to want to do that for so long. And I am genuine. Like when I talk to you guys about this, like I'm being myself. I know I will come off as unprofessional at times. I know that I come off with a lot of big emotions and big reactions and big, I don't know, it's not reactions. It's not emotions, not movement. Like my face. Like, when you can't control your face. Like if something stinks and like it smells bad, and you're just like, ooh, like I can't control that. I'm trying to find the word for that right now. It's gone. That means I need to go to bed. But I appreciate you guys, and I will continue being myself because I know a lot of people benefit from it because you're tired of academia and you're tired of professors teaching you. Like I'm literally sitting here in a kangaroo pouch thing that I put my cat in. It's like what I'm sitting in, but I care. I do. I really want to make sure everybody feels, not alone with this and that they definitely can pass. Sending love and good vibes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We will take all the good vibes. We want to. You're definitely the most genuine PTA prep person I have come across. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I really don't take, I don't take the comments lightly. Like I really truly do appreciate everything everybody says. Because again, you're not who you are without the people who support you. And I really just try to give off good vibes because this exam is stressful, and I try to be less stressful, like a less intimidating person. I'm really honestly in person, I just kind of like chill in the corner. I'm low-key a little bit more introverted in person than you would think. I know I don't seem like it, but I'm just as extra though. That part doesn't change. But I appreciate you all. Oh, Ashley Universe is liking the live a bunch. Thank you. I appreciate. I never said appreciate so much. What's another cognate for appreciate? Appreciate. Gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm not good with words. This is bad. I majored in Spanish in college and then just got really bad at English. That's what ended up happening. And people don't believe me that I majored in Spanish, but that is my bachelor's of arts from the University of Pittsburgh. Spanish, that's my PTA degree. That's why PTA degree I feel like is more important than my PT degree because my PTA degree got me way farther than this would ever got me. But it's my PTA degree. That's why it's front and center. And then there's my PT degree over there. And that's my license. So the important documents. And you guys on TikTok can't see this over here on my wall. I have my different licenses. So I have my bachelor's degree. Oh wait, no. Here's my bachelor's degree. Here's my license. Here's my PTA degree. That's my PT degree. So I'm not lying. I'm legit. Not that I would. I feel like you could find all that information online. Like if you go on the PA state website and do license lookup for like an active PT license for me, it would show up. So cherish. Yeah, I would say that's another good cognate for it. I do cherish you guys. My PTA students. I'll go to war for you guys. I know a couple months ago I posted like a rant. Like I'll go to war for you guys. Oh no. 412 Rapid. To my Pittsburgh people, I failed for the second time and I'm extremely desperate. I am so sorry that happened. I am able to help you though. So if you DM me the word strategy, we can always book a call and talk. I can help you with making a new game plan. And I know the third attempt people are definitely a lot more anxious about. I can definitely help you with some confidence with that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely take me up on that. And if not, you can always just come to my masterclass if you just want to kind of chill and watch something. But I'm here to help you, especially since I see the 412 Pittsburgh gang represent. Oh, you good? You did book one? Perfect. Awesome. So looking forward to talking to you then. I think that will help a lot. And I'm pissed off that the Steelers lost and the Eagles lost. And then I went to our AHL Hershey Bears game and then they lost. Then the Flyers lost. It's been a bad day for Pennsylvania. I think the only team that's won in the last week is the Sixers. So sign up for the masterclass as well. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, it's been a bad day to be a Pennsylvania fan. But we got rid of Mike Tomlin. Well, he got rid of himself. Thank God. I haven't liked that man. I'm sorry. I'm Mike Tomlin hater since 2013 where he was in the way on the sideline. Ashley says, I did not pass my exam. This is my first time taking this in January. Ashley, book a call with me. I am here to help you. I'm here to help you. You booked 2 calls. You should only be able to book 1 call. So if you want to ask about the 600 plus system versus the coaching program, is that what you're kind of asking about? Because you're booking it. Yeah. If you want to, we can talk about all that on Thursday. So I can cancel the Saturday one. We'll be able to have a whole conversation about both options. I'll help you out, man. I'll cancel the one for Saturday and we'll talk on Thursday because I have it at 12 p.m. Eastern time, which would be 9 Pacific time. So just let me know about that time wise. But I will be able to talk about all the options. Basically, what I do on these calls with people is if they want to join one of my courses, I talk to them and I see like which is going to be the best option for them based off of what they're telling me that they struggle with because my courses offer different support needs. So we'll be able to talk about that all on the one call. So I'll cancel the Saturday one and we'll just keep the Thursday one. Yeah, we'll be able to get through all that in one call. Because there's no point in like talking and then talking again when we could just talk about it all at once, if that makes sense. Not that I don't want to talk to people. Not that I don't want to help you. Like I'd talk to you for an hour if you needed it. Like, trust me, I would. But we can handle it all in one shot. I feel like it's kind of like if you were getting like a small tattoo and you had to come back twice for 2 separate sessions. Like, no, we can do it all in one session. We got this. That's the biggest thing. But yep, I got you guys. I know I'm saying that. I don't mean it cheesily. I truly do. I will continue to help my students. I mean, I had students who worked with me for a long time, and we really had to just work through all of their deficits. And once we finally figured it out and found something that worked, they passed. I had students today that were on their 5th attempt that passed, and they were so close to giving up so many times, but they decided they wanted to continue to show up for themselves and get the job done. And no matter what happens, I'm in their corner. That's how I am. Students who are in my course, like, as long as you're not giving up, I'm not giving up on you. That's the biggest thing. So, all right, everybody. I think that this was productive. I'll try to do these more often. I do like doing them. I just forget to do them. Or like I get distracted by something else. But I think going live in the evening is good. I think I might start doing that sometimes. But I also, my fiance, he works 40 hours a week in the clinic. Actually, he's working like 60 hours a week now. So try to spend time with him too. We do love Nick. Guys, Nick is the reason why PTA Elevation came to be. He didn't pass his test on the first time. And I helped him study for his second attempt and he passed. So Nick didn't fail. I don't know if PTA Elevation would exist. So trust me, Failure is just redirection, honestly. And I've learned this a lot recently. It's just when something bad happens and you're forced to kind of take a step back and reflect, it helps you realize things. Like there's a student that I know I've been working with. He wasn't doing well. He decided to start working with me. Unfortunately, he didn't pass this time around, but he adopted so many healthy strategies. Like he was coming out of a really deep hole, like in the 400s. He's a lot healthier now. He's, running longer distances. He signed up for a half marathon. He's more in tune with his body and, lab values all looking good and everything like that. And just in a better and less toxic situation. And he knew he had to make those changes to improve his score. And he's on the right path. He really is. I'm really proud of him. Obviously, I'm not going to share who it is because he probably doesn't even know I was saying something about him, but I'll gas him up all day. My students, I like working with my students. They're a lot of fun. Honestly, a lot of people and this is probably unprofessional, a lot of the students that I work with in my courses do become my friends. Like one of the students just passed and I'm like, all right, I'm signed up for a Spartan race 20 minutes from his house and we're going to go do it together. Like, you guys are going to be my colleagues one day. I want you to understand, like, I'm talking to you and I'm treating you like another human being that's going to be my colleague. And while there is, if we're talking about NPT stuff, like I know more than you. Sorry. That's what it comes down to. I know it sounds bad. But that's really it. That's really all the difference between us. It's just I know more about the NPT than you do, and I'm going to teach you what I can. But the second that you have a license, we're now colleagues. We can treat the same patients, work on do the same techniques and stuff like that. Obviously, PTA, Practice Act, whatever. Like, you're going to be my colleague. You're going to work with me. Might as well treat you like a normal human being right off the bat. That's about it. But really what it comes down to is if I'm telling you to do something, listen to me because I know more about you, more about the NPT than you do. That's really it. That's really it. That's really the only difference between us. That's it. Other than that, we're both going to treat patients. Patients are really going to like us. We'll have our own little specialties and everything. Like, if you threw me in the hospital right now, I don't know what I'm doing. It's a scary place. There's like IVs and chest tubes. It's scary. But all right, friends, I yapped a lot. That was a lot of yapping on my end. I think I yapped like 15 minutes longer than I intended. But okay, everybody, let me know if you need help. I'm here. My schedule is filling up a lot. And again, I only have 20 students in my courses, and I've definitely had more than 20 calls booked in the last couple hours, but obviously not trying to force anything on anybody. I want y'all to pass. All right, friends, you guys have a good evening. Get some rest. Your brain needs it regardless. If you're like, I'm so panicked about the 6 a.m. I didn't pass, just book a call with me, go to bed. There's nothing you can do until it's available. Like, give yourself time. Like, if you're like, I don't know if I should book a call with Bree yet or not. Like, my schedule goes out like a month. So if you need a couple weeks, like you need like 2 weeks to kind of recoup, like just take that. Like, I don't have any available time until Friday at like 10 a.m. Eastern time as of right now. So you have time to process it. So best thing you can do, just get on the schedule. We'll get going. We'll get you to pass. And if none of the times work on the schedule that are available, just send me a message. I might be able to move something around. I have like general times blocked off that I'm like, I might be like driving or something, but sometimes I'm already home by that point, so we can make it work. So just let me know. I'm just trying to get as much people help as possible. All right, everybody. Yes, it's time for sleep time. All righty. That's usually the latest I'm on with my students anyways. We're not on any later than like 9 p.m. Well, 9:30 is like the latest we'll go to Eastern time. So. All right, friends. Bye, everybody. Have a good evening.